Alright, so I finally figured out what I'm going to do for the rest of this playthrough. So, the whole point of doing an LP from my perspective is I want to record my first impressions. Because, you can only go through a story the first time once. And so, even doing like a chapter recap, like wherever, like I prepared for it or anything, I mean, that's just not really going to be what I'm looking for. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play through the game normally, and then when I feel like I have something I want to say, I will exit out of the game and record an audio bit of whatever I want to say, and then I'll pause that, I will continue the game, and I'll just keep adding on to those audio bits. I won't explain anything that's going on, so I'm going to be assuming that whoever is listening to this already knows the story. So, yeah, so I can't possibly see how that would violate anything, and even the spirit of it. So yeah, it's just a record of what I think going through the story for the first time. So all right. So I've just read part of chapter 8 up until the point where Gunhild appears on the screen. This part's really interesting. I really like it. The part with the students, the blue target students, that the schools are trying to, or whatever the military is trying to train, and then the green students that are just fodder for them. That's pretty interesting. I get, like, you have to wonder if, like, some of these green students, like, it seems like they're just people that just volunteered. But they could also be talented, kind of secretly talented, and then they work really hard, and then they overachieve, and then I wonder if any of those have ever become blue students afterwards, and maybe even are knights now that we know. That would be interesting. Also, the part with Chloe and Kashka and Lolja was interesting. Obviously, Kashka and Lolja talking about how they went to the end of the world, that kind of makes you think that maybe one or both of them are conspiring with the kings. Although it seems a little obvious too. But yeah, I mean, all really interesting stuff. Also, this seems really obvious, but how dumb is Okonogi to treat Chloe the way he does when he's trying to install confidence into her? It's ridiculous. I mean, they even talk about it in the military thing where they're like, oh yeah, we beat the other kids to make the blue kids feel better. But then he's always beating her. He's treating her like she's the worst, so of course she's going to feel like she's the worst. It's ridiculous. Anyway, I think that's a writing, or I don't think it's a writing flaw. I think it's a character flaw on Okonogi's part, but it's aggravating. Okay, so the conversation after that kind of implies that maybe Okonogi was doing that on purpose. Maybe for her sake, to get her away from the kids that are being punished, so she doesn't feel so bad. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just over the top because for the comedy of the scene. But I don't know. I don't think he's a good instructor. I don't care what the game tells me. Wow, what the hell? So that was the Kashka scene. Yeah, wow, I have no idea what to say. So, yeah, they weren't joking about that human experimentation stuff. Um, yeah, don't know what to say, but wow. Okay, that bit about the inventor of immortality still being alive after he hung himself, that was pretty terrifying. Well, that is the end of chapter 8. Again, I have no idea what to say about that 1,000-year vault thing. I know the thing is, it wasn't presented in a huge way. It kind of was, though. Yeah, I mean, it seems like that's going to have to be relevant to the plot. Like, either somebody has already used it or somebody's going to use it. Yep, that's all I got.